up, you guys? Welcome back to the 101 Show. You have me. My name is Raja. And then we have, starting from my butt,
I'm Ernest. Wakanda forever.
I'm Deja. Dejanay.
And I'm Terrell.
Today we're going to talk about the mass shooting in Florida. Something serious before we kick it off with something fun. Anybody have any opinions on that before I start spitting the facts?
He needs to die.
Yeah. And I think it's about time we talk about Trump for the first time on this series.
Spoiler alert, we talked about him every other episode.
Trump thinks that teachers should be armed with guns. And I think that's crazy.
What's the purpose?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not even trying to throw the race card out there, but seriously, what's the purpose for a white teacher to be threatened by a black student? You know, all white teachers have something against black students. For them to be threatened by a black student, for them to be like, I have the right to shoot you down or something like that, like that's another thing.
That's like,
wake up, my brother.
This was the one time I actually understood what Trump was saying about the whole protecting students thing with the armed teachers, but at the same time, it's like that's just giving that teacher that has an issue with a student more reason to shoot because he has the means to get rid of it now.
Because there are obviously mentally ill adults out there, and who's to say that one of them can't be a teacher? That's just scary to me, man. And then he tried to say that he didn't say what he said about teachers being armed. He said only military trained teachers will have guns, basically.
That's even worse.
Is that a thing?
How many military trained teachers?
Exactly.
That would make sense.
Even if they were, that's even worse because they know how to use the gun.
Yeah.
On top of that, you can afford Glocks, but you can't afford a new history book.
Yeah.
What's up with that? I'll never understand.
What they need to do, and a lot of people are arguing, like the kids down in Florida, they're saying they're not asking for gun laws because they know that's not going to happen. They're just asking for a change in how school security is handled. Like, we all know what we do in a lockdown, and people that have graduated know what's done. You know, something new needs to be made for that.
Say we were in that situation, we're all up against the wall, cornered in one classroom. Yeah. You're basically rats in a cage at that point.
Exactly.
There's nowhere to run. He can stay at the door and just spray around.
There needs to be a new approach to that. There needs to be more police on staff in schools and metal detectors. Just come.
What about Fort Hayes?
Definitely
Fort Hayes. You think Fort Hayes is easier to break into?
Oh yeah.
I can drive up to Fort Hayes right now and walk right in.
We had lunch together like a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Didn't know.
Nobody knows. You can just walk in there and leave.
I've been graduated from that school for about 2 going on 3 years now. If I wanted to, I could pull up to that school at 12 o'clock, walk right into a building. Wouldn't nobody?
If
I knew like the patterns, like the security guard, if I knew the security guard walked from like there to there at like 12, and all the administrators were in this building, I could walk into any building on that campus. Would nobody see me? Could nobody say anything about it?
No favoritism or anything, but it's actually hard to get into Eastmore. Like if you really, really think about it, they like in the front they have this little ringer. You have to ring before they let you in. The doors are solid.
Oh no,
windows. You would have to do some major damage to the windows.
Did you see what was trending?
They said Brian, Mr. Morton, who was on set, but it was supposed to be today. I just hope that nothing really.
And they had like a bunch of cops at all the schools.
Who was Brian? Like who?
Mr. Morton,
the principal.
Oh, he's the principal.
Oh,
I love her. Yeah.
He said, I left.
He's like,
when did you leave?
I don't associate with these people.
For senior year.
Oh, so he's new?
Yeah, he must have came like right when
He came junior year.
Yeah, so I was
because freshman year was Miss Gillison. I love her. And then the other person, forgot his name.
Dang, so the schools all have police in them? Wow. See?
Yeah.
It's a messed up world.
And we're bringing more people.
And then if you cancel school, you can't cancel school every day.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, they do it for
show. But a happy day
ice on the ground.
Yeah, a happy day would have been.
But that's what the kids are doing in Florida. Like, they know schools aren't going to be canceled, so they're doing walkouts.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that's effective?
Well, people was doing, like, walkouts and stuff here.
Listen, if I know Fort Hayes the way, and Terrell, you know what I'm talking about. If we know Fort Hayes the way they ran it back when we were there, all they're going to say is if you do the walkout, you can't walk for graduation. You can't legally do that. I'm fearing for my life. If I get shot, then
my thing is, like, as an opinion for you guys, like, would you rather stay in the room where you can easily be caught or try to at least escape this school?
I'm running. If I get a window, I'm leaving.
Think about it. Even like a fire drill, they say walk in a line, and you're not gonna do that if it's a fire.
It's basic human nature. It's basic human nature to escape any catastrophe, no matter what it is, as fast as possible. So if I see somebody with a gun and he's pointed at me, I'm running the other way. I'm not gonna be like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. You going aim like this? I'm gonna turn around by 90 degrees and walk the other way. I'm not doing that.
My thing is, if you like trying to run for your life, especially when you don't know where the gunman's at in the school, that's just more of like your life being taken. Yeah. Especially if like he's right there, like he's right here and you're right here, like
you don't know
unless he has really foul aim, then.
And that's another thing. Like the whole lockdown thing. You, aside from being rats in the cage, you're literally waiting for him to walk in and kill you at that point.
Like they know that school is not empty. They know
exactly.
They know.
You see all the cars in the parking
They know. Like you close the door, turn the light on. You know.
Like
don't judge.
I see the Mercedes Benz that kid has. Might as well take it too.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact. I'm not touching off. Say I'm in class when the guy decides to pull the gun out. I'm not gonna go up against the wall and wait for him to shoot me. I'm hopping the window. I'm running out the door. I'm knocking the teacher over. I don't care.
But that's why, like, defense, strategies need to be made. Like, drills for, like, maybe a surprise drill where someone comes in with a fake gun and you have to see what would happen. Like,
that would induce panic, don't you think? Self-induce panic?
Well, no, like, it's a scheduled, drill.
Yeah, but for the kids.
For the kids, so you could rehearse, like, what do you do? Because with the rise of social media, this is becoming the norm. This is the norm now. Like every year, there's a mass school shooting. Every year.
If it's not, and everybody keeps saying, hopefully 2018 doesn't start on a bad foot.
Well, it just did. Yeah.
It's only February, guys. You know that, right?
It started bad with Trump was president.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Not trying to change anything.
And it's so weird how that was just like last year. This is our second year as president. Guys, I'm scared. I don't know what to say.
Do you guys think it was appropriate for people to like film it like as it was happening?
No, I think I don't know. For him to be sitting there like panicking and just filming, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Once I hear a gunshot, I'm immediately paranoid. I'm probably gonna be frozen, like listening to it, like
you're not
screaming.
Gonna be worried about.
Like, why am I filming it? Oh my god!
I mean,
for real.
But that's what people do.
I'm not gonna say it's appropriate, but at the same time, you kind of need people like that so that way people know what's going on.
The evidence.
But at the end of the day, like that, what I felt like when he wasn't filming the body, or he or she wasn't filming the body, it would have been appropriate. But you were filming someone while there was blood on the floor.
Yeah.
And he was carrying her out the room. I just find that really like disrespectful on a level. If that was me and I found out I was being recorded while I'm like injured. I'm fighting you once I get out of the hospital.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull a Tupac and flick you off when they put me in the ambulance.
Gosh.
Like, alright. Okay. I thought we was cool, but I see how it is now.
And imagine just being in a class with all your friends and you just don't know, especially the friends that you're close with, and you just don't know what to do because they're panicking. You're just like, well, I'm just gonna panic too. And you have nothing else to do, and I just feel bad for them.
Like 17 people dead, and this guy, they're trying to come up with every excuse in the book to say that he was crazy, like every other school shooter.
Like, I'm gonna run down what they did. I mean,
honestly, let it have been a black man.
Yeah.
He's a terrorist.
Like,
yeah.
Like they started off.
They haven't called him a terrorist.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, they started off with the usual. He was an orphan. He had troubled past. He had mental health. Now they're trying to blame it on video games. You're 19 years old. There is no excuse for you walking up with an AR and just hitting 17 people and injuring 30 others. There is no excuse for that.
Tamir, forgot his last name.
Tamir Rice.
Tamir Rice. They say he was a 12-year-old boy. Talking about that is a grown man. This is a 19-year-old man holding a gun that's doesn't even need to be in the shop. That is a gun that you use for combat, not to hold. Be like, yeah, okay, I don't feel safe.
You shouldn't even be able to buy that. Like, why?
They shouldn't even be in the stores. Why is a 19-year-old kid trying to buy a gun?
Let me explain to you how easy it is to buy a gun. When we were in Danville, remember me and my friend walked to the gun store next door.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember, I came back with a knife, but I was in there for about 15 minutes talking to the owner about guns, and every single time I said, "Oh, I haven't seen this in a little bit," or "That one looks nice," he took it out the drawer and handed it to me. He let me let me flip the thing around, clip it, and all that mess. I'm cocking the gun, pulling triggers and everything.
That's crazy.
And not in there was
Grand Theft Auto, kid.
And there was a sign.
Yeah.
There was a sign on the door that says you have to be at least. I think you had to be at least 18 to enter. And he said, "How old are you?" I was like, "I'm 20." He's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Why? Why?" He was like, "Oh, no, I was just wondering because like if you had wanted to purchase a gun, I just wanted to make sure you were at least 20 years old." And I was like,
"Do you have first of all the first question? Do you have a license to carry?" Anyway,
I do. Yes.
Like. I know. Well, you do. That's cool. But you know, like he did. He didn't. Like, did he even like post on social media that he was going to do that? No, I don't. I don't recall anything.
And that's what I'm saying.
He did. He on YouTube. He said that he was going to. You know, he basically was saying he was going to shoot up a school, and someone reported to the FBI. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do anything.
They don't take it serious.
They don't take us serious. They don't take kids serious.
No, they don't,
man.
Yeah.
No.
And people they keep like I said, it's a mental illness thing. Like, okay, there's a lot of people out here suffering from depression, anxiety, and all that type of junk. There's a lot of people out here who are born without their mothers and fathers. There's a lot of people out here who are in orphanages and aren't happy. But do you see them going to school talking about I'm going to kill everybody because I'm unhappy, and just take lives like that? That person's mother or father didn't expect their child to be dead within seconds of them being in school. That's super dumb.
And back to you with the whole did he have a license to carry thing. Like, yeah, I got a license to carry, but he didn't know that, and he would have known that because I probably would never say nothing just because how easy he was handing me the stuff.
Yeah.
So if I had the money and I wanted to, I could have just said, "Give me that," and walked off with it.
Easy, but see, that's where the colorism comes in. You're a black man.
That's what I was scared. That's why Marvell went with me. He said because he went to see what they had in there, and we were in a predominantly white town.
Yeah.
And my aunt looked up. She said the percentage of black people in that area was like 0.09. I'm assuming we were that 0.9. But I'm saying he was probably one of those few that was cool with everybody that just came in the store. But say he wasn't, and he didn't like me just because of how I looked. I could have died right there walking in the store.
Yeah.
Another thing is they have pictures of them holding the gunman down with so much tender love and care. That's what I'm saying. This is where the racial part comes in, and I don't like talking about it as much because people but it is the truth. You sit up here, you have a picture of a black man getting choked out saying I can't breathe. He has nothing on him, but this dude is carrying an RK-7.
That dude should have been killed
on
the spot.
Praise him.
He should have been killed on the spot.
Immediately. That's just
there's there are people that will fight, not even shoot. They'll fight a cop. They'll get killed on sight. He killed 17 people and he's cuffed
on the ground, and they're sitting there touching his wrist like, "Don't move, don't move."